Hello student, in this video we shall study latitudes and longitudes. Okay, so let's start with Earth is an oblate, spheroid in shape is called the quite, and the Earth is spherical shape is the best represented. Why a globe? And Earth is a flatted at the poles and slightly bugged at the equator. Centrifugal force and gravity are responsible for that, its shape. Earth is the only planet with the life on it with a vast equatorial circumference of approximately 40,075 km. The Earth is divided into the four hemispheres. The region north and south of the equator is called the northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. The region east and west of the prime meridian 0 degree and 180 degree longitude is called the eastern and western hemisphere. The four main directions north, south, east and west are called the cardinal point, which are the indicates on every map and help us to locate the place on a globe. What is grid? A grid is a complete network of parallels of latitudes and meridian of longitudes, and this network drawn on the map or globe is called the Earth grid. Grid help us to determine the location of any point on the Earth's surface. So what is latitude lines? So latitude lines an angular distance of a point on the Earth's surface from the center of the Earth, and each latitude is an imaginary circle parallel to the equator and the center to the polar axis, and these are called parallels of latitude, and these are 180 parallels at 1 degree interval, for example 90 to the north of the equator and the 90 to the south of the equator, while equator is taken as 0 degree latitude and it is only the great circle, and the distance between each latitude is approximately 111 km, as the Earth represented 360 degree and the circumference of the Earth is approximately 40,000 km. So if we are calculate that 40,000 upon 360 degree, the answer is 111. Thus the distance between the each degree of latitude is equal 111 degree. Now we are talking about some important latitude lines. So number 1 is North Pole 90 degree north, Arctic Circle 66.5 degree north, Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degree north and 0 degree equator, Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 degree south, Antarctic Circle 66.5 degree south and South Pole 90 degree south. These are the important latitude lines. And latitude lines, the imaginary line drawn on the globe, are most important while study the geography of any country as the climatical zone of the Earth. These lines divide our Earth into the different climatical zones. Number 1 is torrid zone, 23.5 degree north to 23.5 degrees south. That area is called the tropical zone. And 23.5 degree north to 66.5 degree north. In both hemispheres, north and south, this area is called the north temperate zone in the northern hemisphere and the south temperate zone in the southern hemisphere. And the third is 66.5 degree to 90 degree north and south in both hemispheres. This area is called the frizz zone. We are talking about the longitude lines. On the globe, longitudes are drawn as the series of semicircles that run from North Pole to the South Pole, passing through the equator, and these lines are called meridian. means midday. The meaning of meridian is midday, as all the places on the same meridian have their noon at the same time. As we are already discussed, the total number of latitude lines is 180 and the total number of longitude lines is 360. Thus, the 180-degree longitude, that line just opposite of prime meridian, and prime meridian together form one complete circle. The 0-degree meridian passed through the Royal Astronomical Observatory at Greenwich Village near London. That is why it is also called the Greenwich line. In a short form, we are saying that GMT. It is called prime meridian. In 1884, it was decided by international agreement to adopt the local time of prime meridian worldwide by all countries and international airlines. Second one is important longitude line is 180-degree international date line. And longitude lines are also help us to divide the world in the time zones. Each time zone in the world differ from the next by 15 degree in longitudes or 1 hour in time. All the places within the particular time zone follow the fixed time as the percentile meridian of their longitudes and local time. For example, in India, the longitudes of 82.5 degree east is selected as the standard meridian which passed through Allahabad. Since its local time is taken as standard time, the whole country follow it. It is called the Indian Standard Time. In a short form, we are saying that IST. So now the question is that what is local time and what is standard time? So firstly, I told you the local time. Local time of a place we can calculate if we know the longitude of a place, because one can say sun is overhead each meridian after 4 minutes. It is noon at all the places on that longitude when sun is overhead, and it is known as the local time of the longitude. And what is standard time? The time of a region or country that is established by law or general use as the civil time. That is called the standard time of a particular country, place. Some countries such as USA, Canada, Australia and Russia, which have a east to west extent, have the several time zones. Canada has 6 time zones, Russia as many as 11 time zones, and USA has 6 time zones. So latitudes and longitudes has the different importance. Latitude divide the world into different climatical zone and longitude divide the world into the different time zones. Therefore, with the help of the network of latitudes and longitudes, the position of all the places on the earth, no,